Hey friends, it's Michael, and in today's video we are going to be looking at a battle report in a very old White Dwarf, one that I've been fascinated with over the past couple of weeks. I will go into that a little bit in the video, and it is from White Dwarf 219, which is pretty much the oldest issue I think I have in my collection. The battle report is between Eldar and Blood Angels, and let's go ahead and take a look and get into it.
Alien raiders in the Castor sector now in full retreat. Imperial Guard reinforcements en route to Strongpoint Human overdue by 18.5 standard hours. Last reported in Volsci Gorge area at company strength. Electromagnetic interference from orbideposits surrounding Volsci Gorge limits communication to line of sight, but orbital auguries show no vehicles or troops in Gorge area. Thermal traces indicate recent heavy weapons fire and metallic debris. Estimate 72.7% likelihood of destruction of Guard forces by alien action, 23.2 chance of desertion. Proceed immediately to Volsci Gorge area with available chapter forces. Investigate disappearance of Guard column, take any action necessary to destroy alien forces in the area, or undertake summary execution of traitors as required.
Ambush at Volsci Gorge is featured in the earliest White Dwarf still in my collection, and it's also the last issue that I own to feature Warhammer 40,000 2nd Edition Battle Report. It coincides with the brand new release of the Eldar Fire Prism Grav Tank, so the armies on display are Craftworld Bealtan Eldar versus Blood Angel Space Marines. From the perspective of a fairly casual player, this is about as narrative as you can get. The battle report is centered around a short piece of fiction written by Andy Chambers, features a battlefield crafted to match the Volsci Gorge location, and even uses hidden markers for the Eldar deployment. Jim Butler and Andy Sherman are the two players, and each goes over their respective army choices. Jim laments that at the time, Games Workshop was working on real, balanced armies for both Warhammer and Warhammer 40k. I'm guessing by this he means studio armies, because he goes on to mention that the Blood Angels choices he had available were mostly a collection of different units rather than a cohesive army. Jim covers his unit selection, mentioning that he had the Take and Hold mission card. To this end, he tried to create a force that was also able to take a bit of punishment and still hold the objective at the end of the game. 2 assault squads and a Terminator squad with storm shields are probably the standout units here. Andy ends up creating an armored scouting force featuring the newly released Fire Prism, 2 Falcon Grav tanks, jet bikes, and multiple units of Eldar Guardians. His mission for this battle is engage and destroy. Both players end up largely deploying their armies in cover wherever possible, with Andy having an advantage here due to the hidden markers he used to denote his units. The first 2 turns saw heavy Space Marine casualties, though Jim got lucky and his Tech Marine was able to repair a damaged Predator tank twice. In retaliation, the Blood Angel shot down several Guardians and destroyed the majority of Andy's jet bikes. Turn 3 on both sides was somewhat ineffective, though both the Eldar and Space Marines lost more models. Turn 4 would be the critical turn. In 2nd edition, games only lasted 4 turns per side, so both players would need to secure as many victory points as possible. Unfortunately for Andy, he jammed most of his sustained fire dice rolls, failed to destroy the last Tactical Marine, and couldn't kill any of Jim's Terminators, although he did finally manage to take out the Predator. Jim, in turn, was able to destroy the Fire Prism Grav tank and rout a Guardian squad, with enough of his force remaining in individual squads to deny Andy some much-needed victory points. The game ends as an Eldar win, 21 victory points to 16. Okay, just a super quick wrap-up, but I think one of the reasons that I find this battle report so fascinating is because of the juxtaposition between the official pictures and the pictures of Andy and Jim just kind of hanging out, playing a game in the Games Workshop offices. I think that's really cool. I think it's cool to see that sort of behind-the-scenes look. And it makes you think about wargaming in your own home and what that's like compared to, I don't know, playing at a game store, or I guess in the end it all comes down to just having fun with your friends, which I think is what Warhammer 40k should be all about. So yeah, anyways, like and subscribe, and share this with your grandma and or your best friend who plays Warhammer, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.